Okay, so the holidays are looming, right? And for anyone in customer experience, that means, well, potential chaos if you're not prepared.
Exactly. It's not just about surviving the rush anymore.
No, it's about having a solid strategy. We looked at some sources, and they really lay out this recipe for moving beyond just tactical survival.
Yeah, a proper engineered approach. We've kind of boiled it down to four key pillars. You've got workforce management, then strategic tagging, proactive self-service, and finally, crisis-ready escalations.
Four pillars. Sounds like a solid foundation. Let's start with that first one, WFM, workforce management. It's the engine, right? If that breaks down.
Everything else follows, yeah. It's critical. And getting it right for the holidays means nailing the forecasting. You look at historical data, sure, but you have to adjust for the seasonal swings.
And that forecast feeds into the next step.
Right, capacity planning, matching your staffing to what you actually expect. But here's where it gets tricky. You have to consider average handle time, AHT.
Ah, AHT, average time per interaction. Why is that so crucial or maybe risky during the peak?
Well, think about it. You bring on seasonal help, right? Their AHT is probably going to be higher than your experienced agents.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
So if you don't factor that difference into your capacity model, suddenly you don't have enough coverage. Or maybe you overcompensate.
And that leads to bad scheduling. Either you're paying for people to sit around or you're burning out the staff you do have.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Good WFM balances cost, customer needs, and crucially, agent well-being.
Okay, so WFM is the engine. Pillar 2 is strategic tagging. You called it the GPS.
Yeah, kind of like the map or GPS for all those incoming requests. So many teams just treat tagging as like data entry, an afterthought.
But the sources say inconsistent tags lead to meaningless insights. That sounds bad, especially when things are hectic.
It's disastrous, really. Strategic tagging means structure. So instead of just refund, maybe the tag is issue fund or resolution reset. Really clear, consistent prefixes.
And that clarity helps with routing. Triage.
Instantly. Under high volume, you need to get that ticket to the right person fast, no ambiguity.
Got it. And it helps beyond just getting the ticket to the right agent, right? Like for spatting bigger problems.
Oh, absolutely. That's the strategic advantage. Clean tags turn your CX data into like real business intelligence. If you suddenly see a spike in issue shipping delay tags,
You can flag that to operations before it becomes a massive fire.
exactly, you become proactive, not just reactive. It connects CX to the rest of the business.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So we've got the engine and the map. Now let's talk defense. Pillar 3, proactive self-service.
This is your shield, basically, your main way to deflect that huge wave of tickets. And the data backs it up. Something like 81% of customers actually prefer to solve issues themselves.
That's huge. So it's a win-win. Better efficiency for the team, better experience for the customer.
Totally. The goal is maximizing your ticket deflection rate. You want people to find the answer without needing to contact support at all.
Which means your self-service options, like your knowledge base, need to be really good. And the metric is self-service first contact resolution, FCR.
Yeah. Self-service FCR success. Did the customer solve it on their own the first time they tried? If your tagging is clean, by the way, that actually helps improve your knowledge-based search results too. It all connects.
Right, closing the loop.
Huh.
Okay, but even with great self-service, some things will slip through. Some crises are inevitable.
Always. Which brings us to Pillar 4, crisis-ready escalations. When things go sideways, you need a clear plan, not panic.
The sources mention instant categorization. What does that involve?
You need a quick way to sort the problem. Is it policy-related? Does it need a consistent company line? Is it highly emotional? Needs immediate de-escalation? Is it a product bug? Needs tech input? Or is it a reputation risk? That probably needs leadership eyes.
And knowing the category tells you where it needs to go. Tier 1, Tier 2 specialists, Tier 3 leaders.
Exactly. It maps to your response structure. And your agents need training on de-escalation language. Things like, I understand why this is frustrating, or let me take ownership of getting this sorted for you. Calm, responsible language.
Okay, this whole blueprint, WFM, tagging, self-service, escalations, it sounds comprehensive. And honestly, like a lot of work to set up correctly.
It is. It definitely is. Which leads to that big question. Do you build all this internally, the DIY route, or do you look for external help, like fractional support?
Right. The DIY path means you own it, build internal skills. That's good long-term.
Totally. Full control. But the sources warn about the risks. Things like tag clutter, where tags become messy and useless, or inconsistent usage, getting forecasting right, building effective training playbooks. It takes significant time and expertise.
And time is the one thing you don't have right before the holidays hit.
Exactly. So the alternative is bringing in a fractional team, people who've, done this dozens of times.
Instant expertise, basically. They come with proven playbooks, experience setting up clean systems.
Yeah, and you see this in case studies, right? Companies that bring in external help often get that structure, especially around tagging and WFM implemented faster and more reliably. It avoids that internal tag clutter risk you mentioned.
So whether you build it or bring it in, the key takeaway seems to be that the structure itself is what matters. WFM, tagging, deflection, escalations.
Yeah.
You need them solid.
Absolutely non-negotiable. You can't wait for the storm to hit before you fix the foundations. You'll already be underwater.
Makes sense. So for anyone listening, whatever your readiness goal is, maybe you're tackling this DIY style using these pillars, or perhaps you're thinking external expertise might be faster. CX Collective can actually help with that. We'll put details in the caption on how to connect.
Good point. And maybe a final thought to leave everyone with.
Yeah.
When you really nail the staffing, the tagging, the planning, that holiday peak, it stops feeling like this huge budget threat. Instead, it actually becomes your richest source of strategic customer data. It gives you the map for improving everything next year.
Turning chaos into insight. I like that.